Welcome to this madhouse, madhouse.
The following contest is an 8-woman battle royal. Introducing first, from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss here, looking to cause absolute chaos and cement a spot for the Women's Championship as well. She's basically going on a solo run after the expulsion of LJ, as Carlos tries to shake things up with a resub. Thank you so much for that, Carly. Really appreciate that one. 48 months. Wow. Wow. But I don't think Alexa Bliss has any ideas as what's coming up in this lot that she's got. Yeah, now I've changed all the sounds up. In keeping with the theme. And the theme that we're going for, anyhow. Oops. And her opponents. First, the Madhouse Intergender Champion from Yorkshire in England, T. Here we are. So, not only does she want the intergender singles title, she also wants a bit of a claim for the women's title. Okay, a bit of a rather dominant force in the Madhouse. T wants to become. I mean, fair play to her in all of this, but she has got a bit of a strong competition in this. I'll be intrigued to see how she does. T, of course, I'm pretty sure we'll be wanting to keep an eye on the Battle Royal later on for the intergender singles title, because that'll be where she'll find her challenger for that title. But for now, she's getting herself up for this Battle Royal for the women's title. And her next opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Thea Hale. Thea Hale has been an absolute bundle of energy, a bundle of absolute carnage in the Madhouse, and you know what? I'm all for it. I am really all for it. Which may surprise one of two of you to see, bearing in mind how she is, but you know what? We're all a little bit mad around here, we're all a little bit crazy, so why not go for it? Why not go for it? Absolute worthy challenger in this as well. So yeah, let's go for it. We have got a pretty stacked field in this one, I will warn you now. You've put Skyrim down? Okay, good. And her next opponent from Belfast, Northern Ireland, one half of the Madhouse Intergender Tag Team Champions, Carlos. The inaugural women's champion in the Madhouse, of course, Carlos. There is absolutely no reason why she should not feel like she should be able to compete to get that title of hers back. She hasn't she hasn't held it for the best chunk of a year, but she believes she needs it back. You tried to make this old frog croak, but no. And her next opponent from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Giselle. Pretty much confirmed to be departing the Madhouse when her contract expires. This will be one of the last times we do see Giselle. But I tell you what, she has been a great sport in this one right here. And if this is the match where she does bow out, then she'll have bowed out on a high. But right now, we'll get to enjoy the chaos on fire one last time. In this setting at least. I'm playing the OG Skyrim that was released in 2011 unmodded. Might make it modded afterwards. There's like 65k plus mods to choose from on the OG 2011 Skyrim. Nice, Shadow, nice. And thanks for the luck there, Carly, really appreciate that one. I will let you know how she gets on if you are not back at any point for it. Rule by bears, mush up the place. Here we are, but back to the match here. Giselle making her presence known in this one, definitely. And her next opponent from Devon in England, Hyper. Now Hyper is probably not too best pleased with the fact that the winning this Battle Royal will be the way that she earns her rematch for the Women's Championship, or the fact that she's in 3 different #1 contenders matches tonight. But I tell you what, I reckon she'll pull off at least a win tonight. Whether it'll be in this one, I'm not 100% certain, but I tell you what, I look forward to seeing what sort of chaos she brings. Get those flashlights up, people. And her next opponent from Newcastle upon Tyne in England, representing Nocturna, Sweet Bear. Here we are, you see the absolute menace in her eyes right here. She is looking to cause an absolute mischief. We wasn't too sure whether or not she would come back to Madhouse next year, but it has just been confirmed to the general manager that she will remain part of Nocturna as well. And so we get to keep this little bit of spookiness on for just that tiny bit longer. Just admire how her eyes glow in that as well. And how she truly represents Nocturna brilliantly. And here she is. The fact that she'll be going up against Nocturna's leader in T is going to be an interesting one as well. We'll see how she does. You can see it being a T and Carlos final 2. Okay, interesting. Interesting prediction there. Interesting prediction there. We'll see how it comes out. And the final contestant in the Battle Royal from Birmingham in England, the female captain. Captain confirming to me today that she will be returning in Madhouse later on in the year. It'll be a bit of a mixed bag, and to see how she does get on, because we are saying goodbye to Belle Fletcher. Of course, hopefully we'll see her in some degree, maybe in singles action a bit more. Now, of course, it's the usual stipulations with Battle Royals. If I do miss anything, you will have to bear with me, because there's just so much going on. Sometimes we may not be able to catch up, and immediately there's a bit of a hair pull there from Alexa Bliss onto Giselle. Carlos and T going for each other pretty much straight away. Captain's trying to take care of Sweet Bear. Hyper's trying to take care of Thea Hale, which is rather fitting, of course. The two craziest people sort of like trying to look after each other around here in this place. Carlos has really gone for T pretty much straight away. We're going for it. Hyper's going for an elimination on Thea Hale early doors. Pretty much she's looking like she's trying to get the best of it, but Thea Hale kicks out of it there. Welcome on back, Carlos. Now, ooh, we are seeing it's just like a whole bunch of chaos, a whole bunch of carnage going on around here. Shadow reckons it's going to be a T and Carlos final 2, but right now those two are have been scrapping out pretty much since the match started. But right now it's just everyone seems to be gunning for each other pretty much slowly but surely there. Look like Captain tried to go for something with Carlos and here, but not quite fit. Okay, but I'm watching what's happening right here pretty close. I say T's in one corner. Oh, nice little destroyer type thing there from Giselle on the, I think that was Hyper that was on to in the end, or it could have been Sweet Bear. Don't 100% quote me on that, but Carly looks like she might have something else in mind. But Thea Hale is on the floor. We have got this Battle Royal kicking things off around here. Alexa Bliss going for the elimination here. Carlos went for the 619, but Captain stood in her way long enough to prevent things from being able to kick off. Hyper keeping herself in this matchup for just this tiny bit longer before the elimination, but now it's Hyper who's taken Carlos for a little bit of a walk to ringside. Nothing's come on toward to it from that up and down. I mean, right now, this to me, this Battle Royal can go either way. What a move there from Hyper, landing that off on Sweet Bear. Carlos is just determined to get that 619 into play, but there's too many bodies in the way, I feel, to try and be able to pull this off. No one's been eliminated yet either, which is rather interesting, because usually I would have seen one or two people sort of like be crashed out by now, but no. Still looking for our first elimination. Now that's interesting, because Giselle sent Captain into the corner, but nothing untoward has come from there. We see T's doing brilliantly in sending out Alexa Bliss. Carlos has carried T, spinning around. Sit down, powerbomb. A little shoulder barge there from Captain on towards Hyper. Oh, Carlos from the top rope. She actually pulls off the frog splash. That was incredible. T was on the receiving end of that one. But oh, T's still in this one at the minute as Sweet Bear's looking for the elimination on Thea Hale. Right here, Giselle has gone. Hyper has sent Giselle over the top rope in what could be one of her final appearances in Madhouse. Giselle has been eliminated by Hyper. We have the first one out. This is really going to be tough to call. But right now, Thea Hale's been eliminated, and I didn't even see that. I do apologise on that. Well, Carlos went for the elbow on Sweet Bear, but wasn't quite able to pull it off. Okay, chop towards Sweet Bear, and oh! But KT sending Captain over on the one side, looking for a possible elimination. Right here, hoisting her up, and oh! That's a nice little move there from Carlos right there. T's trying to eliminate Captain still. No luck on this still. So the field's already down to 6. Sweet Bear's looking to eliminate Hyper now. This could be crazy. We've had an opponent be busted open. I think that was Captain on T. Alexa Bliss stole the elimination there from T of Captain right there. I don't think T's going to be too pleased with that one. I don't think, but T sending Hyper into the corner for taking Sweet Bear into went to take Sweet Bear into another corner, but Sweet Bear's managed to get herself out of it yet before sending her into another corner. Okay, so T versus Carlos seems to be a heavy feature on this one, but Hyper's now trying to get the elimination on the Sweet Bear here. Carlos trying to assist Hyper and getting rid of Sweet Bear. Sweet Bear is gone. Sweet Bear is gone. Hyper going for the elimination on Carlos here. Is she going to be able to pull it off? Hyper's eliminated Carlos. Alexa Bliss has eliminated T as well. Full onslaught with eliminations right here. Hyper kicking Alexa in the face. Could this be an immediate rematch for the Women's Championship? I love Trainwreck for Hyper. It's going to be a close call between these two. Oh, Sister Abigail hit by Alexa Bliss. So this could sway things in favor for Alexa Bliss. Sends Hyper on the rope. We have... oh. Here is your winner, Alexa Bliss. We have our first #1 contender here And despite the good fights posed by everybody, Alexa Bliss will be going up against Cassidy Carpenter at Love Trainwreck for the Women's Championship. Okay, right next up, we have got a triple threat match for the #1 contendership for the Men's Madhouse Championship between The Fracture, Pretty Big, and Gun Club. Put your predictions now in chat who you think is coming out on this one.